guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Tara with you. And I just want to say in this video that the nonsense, your nonsense, stops here. So here it is in a nutshell, folks. I am a very blessed person and I'm very thankful for all of you that are here. And when you have a YouTube channel and when you have content or you're a blogger and all of these things, and the more you grow, the more different things you encounter. We're living in unprecedented times in terms of a lot of things right now. Anybody walking the planet right now pretty much has not seen all the things that we see going on before. You know what I'm talking about. This is the last 18 months to 2 years has been very life-changing for everybody. And, you know, the other day I made a video about talking about how I'm going to, I was going to the library, a library, just to check it out. And, you know, we had a gentleman, I wouldn't call him a gentleman, a male, something, came into the library and was, you know, floating around, and he started harassing the librarian and was ranting and raving about Christmas. Now, I'm not going to, if you don't know what all that is and you need to go back, you know, a video or two, need to catch up on that, that's fine, you know, whatever. The message and the meaning really behind that video in my mind and still in my mind is, and I go over, I'm pretty sure in that 24-minute video, I very clearly say, and in part of the opening, I talk about, you know, guys, we need to mind our own business. The majority of you, whether you actually agreed with the rest of some of the things I said or not, you were very, very adult. And, you know, some people, a lot of you didn't say anything at all, which is really the approach I think most people should have in a lot of ways about sensitive topics. I mean, you know, if I'm on a page on YouTube and, you know, I was on a page that, you know, some of their memes, you know, some of them are funny, but some of them are a little off. You know, instead of plaguing myself and making bad comments to them or tell them, well, pardon me, watch the little kids, you know, you're going to hell for that, or whatever. You know what I did? I hit unfollow. And I had out of the thousands of comments that have come through on that video, you know, I had 2 or 3 I'm going to, you know how people have to announce their, you know, next time I go to an airport, I'm going to let everybody know that I'm leaving the airport. You know, so you always have a couple of those. I will tell you, the majority of you were great and you know, are great. I made the decision this morning to disable the comments because it is literally 1 week to Christmas. And this is like a holy week for a lot of families. And, you know, we really are trying to get everything together to celebrate the day that we choose to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. I'm not going to debate with you, your mama, your sister, or whoever you want to bring to, you know, your little, you know, festival of arguments, to debate with me or anybody about small details like that. And here's what I have to say. The disappointment that I had for a day or two in some people, and it really bothered me, is instead of saying that no woman or child should be harassed, especially in a public building, for minding their business. I mean, this man came in, he chose or was possessed to harass other human beings. Curious to see if he would ever say stuff like that to a man. That's been a good thought, right? But no, he chose to just unleash in a place where people were defenseless, where people are most likely not willing to say something back. Because, you know, obviously if you do, you know, when you go into somebody's job and you start acting like a lunatic, you're setting that person up in terms of potential ramifications for their job, depending on how they handle you. So you were setting her up. The gentleman was setting the librarian and other librarian, in my opinion, up for all kinds of issues. Folks, that's not the spirit of, I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you believe. I will say it again, and I will say it till the day I die. That is not the spirit of God. That is not the spirit of Jesus Christ. And if you are going out in public and entering public domains into places that have nothing to do with you, that situations that have nothing to do with you, and you start harassing people over anything, you're wrong. And furthermore, I will not tolerate being harassed here on my channel. I will not tolerate being harassed in public. I don't give two shakes of a lamb's tail what you believe, what you think, where you go, what you eat, and who you run the roads with, who your pastor is, who your mama is, and everything, and whether you like Christmas cookies with sprinkles or not. That's not my business. See, here's the problem. When one person or a group of people, or we put our faith in other human beings, and they start to mislead you into thinking that you have the right to strip other people from what they believe are in their rights, guess what you just did? You just set yourself up for the same thing. So guess what, buddy boy and buddy girl who come onto my channel, and you honestly think the man was in the right to do that in a public library where nobody's bothering him, where little 6-year-olds are sitting by a Christmas tree having a reading group? If you think that type of behavior is okay, if you are condoning it, or if you're hanging with people that condone it, if your pastor is condoning it, first of all, is that a pastor? I'm not real sure. So I've come out of the gate today, and I'm letting you know, and I'm saying this because I'm just waiting for somebody, a man to attack a woman like I've had this week. I've been told by an individual I'm not a Christian. I've been told I was a witch. And other things before. Before, I've been told I was dirty. I'm being told I'm ignorant. These are the things that people are saying. And yes, I understand you're going to say they're trolls. Some of them aren't trolls. Some of them I've seen comment before, and, I guess this hit their trigger button. And like I said before, if you are a good person and you're trying to make a difference in the world and you're really, truly working for the Lord, you're going to be putting your mouth and your feet and your body in action to do things to make a difference. Why don't you go feed the hungry today? Why don't you find an organization that you can go and take food and clothing and diapers to poor Appalachian children or Native children? I can assist you with that since you have so much time. But no, you want to get those knuckles knocking and be ugly to people. I'm not going to tolerate that in my life. I would not tolerate you talking to me like that in my face. In fact, I bet you wouldn't. And second of all, I wouldn't tolerate you talking like that. Obviously, I have a very hard time figuring out how much I'm going to allow for somebody to talk to another woman, another human being, and especially little children that way. There is a right way and a wrong way to get your meaning across to people. Go through proper channels and talk with people. I have an idea. Why don't you offer your time to come and read to children on a different day and, pick some nice books about Israel, the history of Israel, maybe about the history of the United States. How about reading things I know what you should read. Maybe you should read about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Maybe you should do a nice reading session about ways that children can help other kids and how to be kind to people. This past week, I haven't received one single comment from an atheist, an agnostic, a pagan, a witch, a Jew, a Catholic, a Muslim, even a gerbil, that at all was hasty or ugly to me about what I believe. In fact, it was the opposite. So I say to you again, and the reason I'm saying this is I turn the comments off because I have the strong stance of, this is my channel. These are my beliefs and these are my thoughts. And the whole premise of that whole situation was to expose the behaviors that are rampant right now. And was to point out, to say, these are the things that are happening even in small communities now. This is wrong. We do not need to go out. You should never go out and just openly harass people. What's wrong with you? If you don't agree, okay. If you are convicted to do something with that, find a peaceful and meaningful way to do so. Scaring 6-year-olds, first of all, like I said, that's not Jesus and that's not a man. Find your persimmons, sir. And any of you ladies out there that are condoning this behavior by a man to do to women and children, I could say so much right now. Ooh, Lord. You might want to talk to somebody about getting some help, because that is a big no-no, and you know it. That's warped. So that's how I feel about it. But I turned off the comments because, like I said, most of them are fantastic. But I'm not spending my Christmas week to sit around and try to justify to you with your fake name and no picture and no content on your YouTube channel, which means you have none. You have provided nothing to no one. I am not going to have to sit and explain anything that I think. I said what I said, and I say what I say here today. If you don't like it, go get you a hamburger at Wendy's, right up to the Aldi's, and go in there and put you some food in a food basket and go help somebody today. Because you know what? After I click off this video, Sugar Pop, I'm taking a whole bag of groceries to a blessings box, one of many that I'm going to fill today and this week. Because you know what? It's the spirit of giving. It's the spirit of Christmas. It's the spirit of Jesus. We are supposed to be helping each other. I'm not going to sit at the blessings box, and if somebody walks up, I'm going to say, "Excuse me, do you believe in Santa Claus?" Hi, little baby. Yes, Mama, you shut up, because you don't have any rights, because everything I think or say or do or believe is the only thing that matters. Hold on, don't take that brownie mix and that peanut butter I just put in there. Hang on. Junior, how old are you? Oh, you're 5. That's a good age. I remember being 5. Do you believe in Santa? Is Santa going to come and visit you this Christmas? He is? Back off, Mama. Guess you and your little kid need to starve. See, we don't think like that, because it's Christmas and we're going to feed and love who needs it, regardless of who they are, what color they are, and where they come from, because that's the expectation. Everything else is between them and God. Got my point? I hope so. So let's go fill the blessings box. Y'all, if you want to hang some extra candy canes on them Christmas trees, and you want to head out and buy you some goodies to make some fabulous Christmas cookies and give a little extra this year, I encourage that. And most of all, I encourage you to love the Lord and thank Jesus for your blessings every day, because see, that's what the season is about. We're not sitting around and having ugly debates over things. We go, you know what? At the end of the day, Jesus was born and Jesus died for us. And that is what we are celebrating. And the world has their ear to the ground right now, because they know it's Christmas. And the fundamental basis of our beliefs as Christians that celebrate Christmas is that. Don't you forget it. Merry Christmas.